Hello, hey, welcome to Deadbeat Son with Trey Lamb. I'm Trey Lamb. Episode 9. 2 months and 1 week of doing this show. Thanks for watching. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, September 13th, and today's a very special episode, and I'll tell you why. Because today's episode is brought to you by a not emergency, but a medical situation. We're coming at you live with an exposed nerve. Oh, sweet God. It's no joke, folks. No joke, folks. I was eating a burger this weekend, and my tooth cracked. I guess they're made out of Jell-O because I was eating bread and meat, and it freaking cracked. And now my molar looks like a looks like a diagram of a tooth. You can see the layers, and it makes me sick to think about. This episode's going to be crazy because I might, if my tongue brushes up against this the wrong way, if spit travels through just so, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry my frickin' eyes out, okay? It's September 13th. I'm trying not to cry. But if air touches it the wrong way, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Excuse my more chill demeanor. I know I sound like aggressive. That's because I'm nervous. I'm nervous about... Look, and I could have not done the podcast today. I get that. I could have not done the show. But who would I be? What am I going to make all 14 of you wait another day? Come on now. I'm not going to stop. This is my through the wire. I'm like Kanye West, okay? Except he got in a car crash and broke his jaw while I ate a burger, cracked a tooth, and now have an exposed nerve. He made a hot, number 1 track or whatever. I'm making episode 9 of Deadbeat Son, baby. We're not so different, him and I. He's, he makes tracks and beats. I make fun of myself. I'm just, I'm trying not to think about it, okay? And don't remind me either. I'm going to see the dentist. I have an appointment to see the dentist tomorrow. I'm going to go, and I'll give you an update when I get back. But I tried to go in today, too. I called them first thing in the morning. I said, please, doc, I gotta get in. You got to yank this thing out of my fucking head. And they said no. So, jeez. Yeah, I'm hoping they just yank it out. I mean, I'm hoping they don't, but I'm hoping that they can save it. You know, I'd like to have teeth in my mouth, for crying out loud. But at this point, man, how did people do it? I guess because back in the day, they would have just had to yank it, right? I mean, they're probably going to do it now. This is crazy. What's the recovery time for a yanked tooth, you know? Oh, dude, wait. I was talking about Kanye. So, you know, dude, what would they do back in the day? They would just yank it. They would just yank it, stuff my mouth with wool, and then back on the wagon, you know? Back on the wagon, down the trail. So, ugh, this is crazy. Anyway, I'll be okay. Um, Now I get it more than ever, though, when people say that the term getting on my nerves is much more clear to me, you know? Um, because, oh, good God, if anything touches my nerves, I'm going to, like, it makes me shake. It makes me, like, it shakes my whole body, man. This tooth thing is no joke, man. You know, and I've always taken good care of my teeth, or I've tried to, at the very least. Um, you know, my my parents didn't always have great insurance or um, responsi- responsibilities, but um, they did what they could. I remember in high school, my dad took me to get my wisdom teeth taken out because they were impacted, and took me to. I never really understood this one, but he took me to Tijuana to get my wisdom teeth taken out. And, not ideal, I'll say that. Um, I'd seen the videos of the kids coming back from their wisdom teeth removal and all bandaged up and swollen, and they're all hopped up on on anesthesia. They're coming down off of it, and they're saying all these funny silly things. um, what I don't remember in those videos is crossing the Tijuana border um, at any point. So it was a little different for me. Yeah, went down there, went down to Tijuana, went to it was an office with, medical equipment. I was a little bummed when, I was looking forward to getting put under, as per the videos that I mentioned just a few moments ago. The videos with the anesthesia, I thought, oh, that's going to be funny. I wonder if I'll say some funky things. And I'm laying there, they're prepping me, I'm waiting for the mask, and it's nowhere to be found. And I ask, am I being put under? Which is a tough question to have to ask. And they said no. And that's a tough answer to hear. No, what they did was they just shot up my gums with anesthesia, with or numbing, whatever, and proceeded to drill into my face, you know, while I was awake, just like looking at them. It sucked, you know. It blew chunks, man. Um, but I did it. It had to be done, and also, got braces put on. Same dentist in Tijuana. That was a rough one. That wisdom tooth removal, because then I got both of them. I got both of the bottom ones out at the same time, and they had to get in there, and it was quite brutal. Um, and then I'm just waiting in line, and then you gotta leave Tijuana, and that's no easy task. You gotta cross the border, and I'm whatever 15 or 16, and my mouth is bleeding and full of gauze, and I gotta hop out to spit out blood, and there's like police, border patrol, and like dogs walking around thinking that I'm some smuggler, or that I'm like being kidnapped or something. uh I got like I'm like a child with a bloody mouth spitting out blood with like a grown man in the truck yelling at him to get back inside. Just a little family trip, nothing crazy. Just a little family trip down to Tijuana. Going to a local dentist, Um, obviously, this is not a race thing. Um, unlike my stand-up jokes, this is not a racial issue. It's not about that. It's more of the fact that I don't want to, be driving hours and have to go through a customs and border patrol, talk to some guy to let me into the country again. I don't need to do all that. So, going to a local dentist, and hopefully, what's the recovery time on pulling a tooth or something? Because I need it to be pretty quick, I need it to be, I need it to be short, essentially. So I got a few shows. This episode might be a little short too, because I'm in a lot of pain. All right, that's something I won't do. Is click anymore. Sorry, ladies. I'm not gonna be clicking at you on the street. I don't know a lot about dental medicine and stuff like that, but um, if you can avoid going down to Tijuana to do it, I would. I would avoid it. I'd go with that, Nothing like having your wisdom teeth yanked out of your skull and then going outside to like a stray dog that's eating chiclets off the ground, Some guy trying to sell you fake leather bags, which are very nice, but I don't need one right now. Thank you, sir. Or those little rice things, little grains of rice with your name written on it. It's different. It's not like I thought it would be. I thought it would be driving home, going like, oh man, big, you know, just like talking about, you know, my teachers who had a fat ass or something like that. Just like all, all hopped up on anesthesia, talking about, Miss Christie with with a fat ass in fourth grade, something like that. But instead, I'm fighting off street dogs for a slice of pizza, in the streets of Tijuana, for God's sakes. Instead, I'm going through a full cavity body search, whatever. Going through for at the customs, at the border, because my dad's tags were expired or something, or now I'm getting a freaking latex glove up my ass because this guy's looking for weed, So that's my advice. That's the lesson to take from this episode. If you couldn't take a lesson from looking at me and just seeing what I am going through, see your dentist regularly. Set up a local one. Don't go to Tijuana for medical attention or work. Go there to get prescription pills that your doctor won't give you. Go there for, other dangerous stuff. Don't go, just be careful. But don't go there for medical attention. Please find a trusted doctor. We had a fun weekend, right? Didn't you? I did. Andrew Santino was hosting for him. That was a lot of fun. Got to see him. He brought an opener, Jesse Johnson, who I knew back when I was in college, doing like local, smaller bar shows here and there that she would be headlining, and I would just be, doing a spot or something for a slice of pizza, whatever. But now she's on the road, with him, and I'm hosting at the club all the time. So it's cool that there's people in comedy that your paths just cross at different times, and it's really nice when you stick with it. You start to see that like over the years, There's a few people who it's like you'll work with, for a weekend. Maybe you'll hit it off, have some laughs, have a good time, and then you see each other years later, but you've both progressed. That's a really cool thing. And I got to see that with Jesse this weekend, so that's cool. And Santino, man, he's like, dude, he became probably my favorite comic or comedian over the weekend. Like, he is so funny and so cool. Dude, he's a great hang. We're talking about, Kanye, talking about periods, guy stuff. I got drunk. I got hungover. Oh, I don't do that, man. I never get hungover. And I was so sick. Oh, your boy was so sick. Your boy got sick, and then he broke his freaking tooth. I'm like, my health is declining, I think. I don't know what happened. That's what I get for hitting that vape, man. I knew I shouldn't have done it. And now look at me. You know, I'm asking, I'm going around asking for a shot of Novocaine. Dude, I've been pouring Oragel in that thing like you wouldn't believe. And I did it before the pod, and it didn't. I thought it would mess me up, but I pushed through, man. Because what would they do in the pioneer days? They would, they'd die. They just die, right? The most frustrating part about my dental hygiene issues is that I'm the only person I've ever seen floss. And I mean that. I've never seen anyone other than me floss their frickin' teeth before. And I don't even use those little picks things that people like to. That's bullshit. That's nothing. That's garbage. People use them for their whole mouth, the same one, and it's like you just move the gunk. You're just moving gunk from one to the next thing. It's so gross. I get a whole thing, a string out. I wrap that bitch around my finger so tight, it cuts. I'm losing circulation. I get in there, man. I get in there, and this is what I get. I've never even seen anyone else do it, and this is what I get. What's the guy to do? So hopefully they can do something about it, because I don't know what the recovery time is, but I got like 3 shows this weekend, and I'm not trying to do them with I'm gonna be all swollen and and gunk. Can't have that. I gotta write jokes now about it, boy. But another day, another video where people don't get the joke that I'm making. This thing, I can't get away from this. People not understanding that the jokes that I post are jokes. Like, I don't know how I can make it more clear, And I've gone over this, but it keeps happening, man. Posted a video about going to a basketball court. On one side, there's 2 white guys. Other side is empty. So I'm shooting around, and then a group of black guys show up and start shooting around where I'm at. And I felt pressure I felt like if I moved sides, right, it would look like the court was segregated. It's a little joke, right? And I got all these people. You know what's interesting? This time the right wing people got all riled up, which usually doesn't happen in my joke. Usually I get the other side. Usually I get like more left wing people, young people, getting upset with my jokes because I say gay and stuff like that. But this time it was all these like right wing people going, oh, look, the Dems made him racist, which, I mean, oh my goodness. They're calling me racist. They're on this like, oh, you shouldn't see color. It's like, well, I thought you were supposed to see. No, you can't not see color, because that's erasure, right? Racial erasure, something like that. So like, I got all these old dudes with profile pictures of them inside their truck with glasses and a hat on, telling me this is what's wrong with America. This is what's wrong. This this mindset is racist. It's like, I mean, oh my god, dude. What do you want me to say? You know? Do I need to end the video by saying, "Oh, don't worry, we all had fun though"? I, these people. It's these but hey, if you're not pissing off everybody, right? It's about time that I got flack from this side, this political spectrum, this side of the political sphere, or whatever you call it. Usually I get all these like woke people telling me how, um, what I'm saying is wrong because, oh, you're allowing, are you advocating? Are you advocating for child abuse? Are you advocating for bestiality? Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Oh, so you're just, okay with being homophobic? Oh, you just allow yourself to be racist then, huh? Yep, I guess so. That's me. And now I get like, now I'm getting like, the Dems are making you racist. It's funny how it's all just racist. That's all anyone has is to just call you racist, huh? Jeez, man. They act like being racist is so bad. Relax. It's weird how they just like they agree on that to just go ahead, whatever. So I do have shows this weekend. Hopefully they're still gonna happen, depending on what's going on with my face. But Thursday I'm going to Idaho Falls, for a show. Um, doing 20 minutes up there. If you're in Idaho Falls and you listen to the show, come on out. It's the only comedy show that will be happening. Friday, Saturday, I'm in Ogden doing just hosting again. So should be a lot of fun. My headlining date was moved from September 18th to October 23rd. So get your tickets to that week before Halloween. After that, I'm going to California for shows. I'll be in San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Barbara. You can find information for all that on my website at treylam.com. Yeah, this episode is going to be a little short because I'm in pain. I'll see you next week. Get the tickets to my shows, and take care of yourself.